Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how them Pistons end up losing to the Thunder, 114 and 110 in overtime. The Thunder go to another 60 win season. They're 60 and 16 and 32 and 7 at home. The Pistons go to 54 and 21, 25 and 12 on the road. Season series tied 1-1 since the Pistons beat the Thunder already this season and the Thunder won this game, which is their final of the regular season. They don't play again until they meet in the finals or next season. Um, the Thunder are 32 and 7 at home. The Thunder won the first quarter 31 to 24. They won the second quarter 22 to 19. They did lose that third quarter 31 to 26 and the fourth quarter 27 to 22, but they also lost the overtime period 13 to 9 for the Thunder to be able to win by 4. Paul Reed played 21. He ended up playing 34 minutes, had 21 points. He went 7 to 13 from the field, 1 to 2 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He was really just out there playing hard, giving everything he got, getting good position, competing on the defensive end, fighting for the rebounds, and just putting extra effort in the entire game. He also had 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and 4 blocks. You couldn't really ask for more from him since they didn't have Jalen Duren in this one or Cade, but they still gave the Thunder some trouble. 4 offensive rebounds from Paul Reed, 2 personal fouls, and a -5. And plus minus, Javante Green played 30 minutes. He ended up having 19 points. He went 6 of 12 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. You had to like the fact that he was knocking down the wide open shots when he was able to get them. And that's all you can really ask him to do besides try to find other little things that can work out for him. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals for him also. He also got 1 offensive rebound. He had 4 personal fouls and was a +5 and plus minus. Kevin Herter did a good job of attacking the basket and getting open that way and just finishing. And if he wasn't doing that, he went 3 of 9 from 3 and went 7 to 16 from the field and missed his only free throw for 17 points in 38 minutes. He also had 6 rebounds and 6 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 personal fouls, and was a -11 and plus minus. I liked his passing. I liked what he was trying to do when it came to cutting and playing off ball. And he has been really good for them the last couple games. So they wanted him, they got him, and he ended up helping them win a couple games. So can't be mad at him in this one. And there was Sword Thompson was the only guy in the starting lineup for the Pistons that didn't score in double figures. And he also fouled out. He only played 26 minutes. He had trouble trying to guard the perimeter players on the Thunder. And the 8 points is all he was able to give them. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. He ended up having 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 steals, and 1 block. He also had 3 offensive boards. He was a +19 and plus minus, but he, played a really good game. And it sucks to have him in foul trouble because of the things he was able to do on both ends of the court for this team. And he is a valuable player for the Pistons because of his two-way play and the fact that he has a lot of hustle in him. Daniel Jenkins played real well for them. 36 minutes, he had 15 points. He went 7 to 17 from the field, 1 to 5 from 3. The jump shot and the scoring wasn't always where you wanted it to be, but they just needed him to, run the offense a little bit more and try to be aggressive as he can against this Thunder team, which is tough to score on, especially because they got good perimeter defenders. They're not going to make it easy on you. They're going to make it tough. And that they did for Daniel Jenkins. He did have 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers. He also had 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. And then Tulu Smith played 19 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had the most rebounds off the bench, which was 7. He also had 3 assists, 1 turnover, and a block. 4 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +1 in plus minus. And Ronald Holland, the second, played 24 minutes. He ended up having 4 points and went 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steals, which was tied for the most in the game with Sor Thompson. He also had no blocks. He also had no offensive rebounds, and he did foul out as well. And that's not good either because you needed somebody to come in and fill that Sor Thompson role. And he was trying to, but he couldn't really guard legally enough to not be punished by the refs. And then Karis LeVert, he was able to get a nice block on Shea. Other than that, he had played 26 minutes. He ended up getting 10 points. He went 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from three. He hit some shots at the right time, but also missed some key ones too. He did have 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a block. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -8. And plus minus Marcus Sasser played 18 minutes. He had 12 points. He went 4 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from three. So he ended up serving his purpose, which is to space the floor and keep the ball moving. He was able to get 4 assists with only 2 turnovers. He had 1 rebound, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. Chaz Lanier played 13 minutes. He ended up going 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3 point line. All easy, good looks. He just didn't have the touch to be able to drop them in. He also had no turnovers, no personal fouling, was a 0 and plus minus. And you look at the Pistons, they had gave it what they could, but the Thunder just had a little bit more on the defensive and offensive end that they can give, and they did it at a high level, and it helped them get the win. No Hardenstein in this one, so they ended up going with Dort, Casey Wallace, and AJ Mitchell as their starters. Chet Chongren manned the paint and the perimeter too. 30 minutes, 13 points. He went 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He got 9 boards, which was good. He also had 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals. He also had 3 offensive rebounds, and he fouled out of this one. He was a +1 and plus minus. He tried to be physical. He tried to use his athleticism to beat people to spots. Didn't always work. In this one, obviously, they really was challenging him. They really was going straight at him a lot of times too, and that can get you in foul trouble, of course. But he still gave you double figures in points. He still did do a good job of protecting it as best as he could, and he did do a good job of rebounding. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP of this game, and the MVP of the league again, in my personal opinion. 41 minutes, 47 points. He went 12 of 19 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3 point line, and 21 to 25 from the free throw line. That's a ton of free throws. That's hard and difficult to be able to do. And he did make some key baskets in the fourth quarter and also in overtime when his team needed him. He was able to step up and make crucial moves, whether that was finishing around the rim, hitting the mid range, hitting the three, or just getting contact for attacking the right way when they was trying to defend him. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, and 2 steals. He also had 2 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls and was a +8 and plus minus. Lucas Dort, 22 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul. It was a -11 and plus minus. Casey Wallace, 27 minutes. He had 9 points. He went 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from three. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Just tried to space the floor, tried to make the right plays on both ends of the court. AJ Mitchell gave them some decent scoring. He ended up playing 36 minutes, had 14 points, but he had to go 4 of 10 from the field. And he missed his only 3, but he did go 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He just has a good way to attack you and a good way to mix it up sometimes, too, when it comes to the offensive end. He also had 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a +5 and plus minus. Jalen Williams ended up making the 3 The other ones he missed. He went 1 of 5 from three, 1 of 6 from the field, but he did have 13 boards, which was the highest in the game, and that was good for him to have because you had to do something if you ain't really making no shots. He was able to do that, and then he had 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and 3 blocks, 4 personal fouls, and was a plus 11 and plus minus when Shea passed the ball to Caruso, like knocked that three down. He was able to make an important one, and then he finished 1 of 2 from three for 3 points. He had 1 rebound and kept the ball moving around him and kept trusting his teammate to make the right play or decision. He had 4 assists because of that. 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 12 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams played 6 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field. He missed his only three. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and was a plus 1 and plus minus. And then Isaiah Joe, he was able to get open for a couple threes. He went 2 of 5 from three for 6 points. He had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, and a steal. He also had 1 personal foul and was a minus 11 and plus minus. And then Aaron Wiggins scored the most points off the bench, which was 17, and it was 17 minutes and 10 points is what he was able to get the Thunder because he went 4 of 8 from the field and 2 of 5 from three, which ended up being a good game from him. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, no personal foul, and was a plus 4 and plus minus. He just knew how to get open. He just knew what he wanted to do when he got the ball or before he got the ball, and it ended up working when he was trying to score on the Detroit Pistons' tough defense, which they have been the last couple of games. And they've been so stingy that you had to fight to get open sometimes because they're not just going to let you do it. Jared McCain, 14 minutes, 7 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. That was actually his only misses. He also made his only free throw. He had 2 rebounds and 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and was a minus 1 and plus minus. 81 field goals for the Thunder, 97 for the Pistons. 47% from the field with the Thunder shot, 42 for the Pistons percentage wise for their field goals, and then 29% from three for the Thunder, 37 for the Pistons that kept them in the game, and then 32 free throws for the Thunder, 88%, while the Pistons shot 23 of them and only made 52%. That matters in a close game. That's a small difference between losing and winning. But the Thunder did take 9 more free throws. That actually helps them have a chance to win the game, and they did because Shea made the last couple of free throws. 42 rebounds for the Thunder, 46 for the Pistons. 17 assists for the Thunder, 30 for the Pistons. 17 turnovers for the Thunder, 16 for the Pistons. 9 steals for the Thunder, 12 for the Pistons. 6 blocks for the Thunder, 8 for the Pistons. 6 offensive rebounds for the Thunder, 15 for the Pistons. 36 rebounds for the Thunder, 31 for the Pistons, and 24 personal fouls for the Thunder, 28 for the Pistons. And the Thunder had a tough game. They had to stay together. They had to defend at a high level. They had to trust, each other to make the right decision and the right play. And they had to use Shea as much as they could. He's the best player in the game. He's the best player on the court. He's the best player in the world. Let's give him the ball and see if he can figure out how to make our job easier or if he's going to get it on his own. And he was able to get it on his own and make some good passes to his teammates, whether it was in the fourth quarter and overtime. That's winning time in the NBA, and he was able to be a big help to keep the Thunder organized and keep them, at the tip of their toes. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to play that way, and he understands that because he was MVP last year. He was finally MVP, and it looked like it might happen again this year because he's just that type of leader. He's just that type of player, and it is fun and very, very interesting to watch. And although they wanted, this to be an easier game, the Pistons been making everybody fight and scrap with them to get W's against them. And even with Cade being gone and some other guys being out, like Duran and Duncan Robinson and guys like that, it didn't really matter because they just that good on the defensive end. They just that good at being physical. They're just that good at protecting the paint and making it hard for you to score on the perimeter that they're going to make a game out of it anyway. And that's what made it a fun game to see how the Thunder was going to get this one. and what they was gonna have to do to be able to get it. Now it wasn't nothing new that they did, but it just show you how hard they are to beat themselves, and that's what made it a compelling game. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.